Hello and welcome to Talk Chef. I am one of your hosts, Rekha.
I'm your other host, Jordan.
And we are your special guests today. How
Can
about
you
that?
believe it?
Can you freaking believe we booked us?
I feel honored to be here.
Yeah, me too. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
um, guys, before we dive into this episode, as you know, Talk Chef is a food charity based live stream.
That's true.
And that is true, weirdly. So at the end of the season, we'll be doing a big fundraiser for a food-based charity. So just keep an eye out for that. And then I guess Jordan and I thought it might be just a tiny bit fun to give each other quick fire questions. I don't know. Do you guys think that's fun?
Yeah, do you guys think that's fun or stupid? We're doing it either way, even if you look stupid. So keep that in mind.
Off, I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess kind of fuck off. Yeah. How do you want to go first? Do you want to ask me, Jordan, first? Because that's
why?
Because normally you ask first. I don't want people to get scared.
Normally I ask first.
But normally you ask the questions.
Oh, I
scared. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, and do
my questions are really good.
Okay, that's cool. Well, and now let me ask you, Jordan. Give me a spiel about what I could win. It doesn't have to be the normal prize because we're doing this for each other.
Okay, great. Rekha, you could win a delicious homemade dinner at my house.
Whoa!
From me, critically acclaimed internet idiot, Jordan Myrick.
Okay, wait, that's awesome. I don't even win anything like broken.
No, nothing broken. You can, if you win this, I'll make you dinner. Ever heard of it?
Wait, yeah. Okay, wait. Awesome. How should we time this, Jordan? Do you want to time me on your phone? Do you want to?
No, because I have to ask the questions. You have to time.
I have to honor system.
Right?
This is fucked. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I mean, guys in the audience too, give yourself your own quick fire questions. My phone is being a little slow. So just give yourself, ask each other some little questions for one moment while my phone loads. It's being a little dummy. Okay, it's loaded.
Okay, are you ready, Rekha?
I'm so ready. So here's my timer. If it's
perfect.
Visible.
Yeah, it looks like it always does. Completely invisible
so impeccable
to us.
And I'll show my screen to myself so I can see this timer. Oh God. Okay. Oh wait, I need to.
Are you gonna wait, Rekha? No, what you should do is put on a 45-second timer so
on
it'll
Google.
Go. Not even on Google. You can do it on your phone, like an alarm, and then the alarm goes off, so we'll know.
Jordan. Yes.
That's a good idea, right?
Yeah, that's nice. Okay, great. I set my timer for 45 seconds, just so you know I'm not cheating. It's there. So Jordan, whenever you're ready.
Yeah, like never goes off. You're like, the timer's not up yet.
Weird. Yeah, fucked up.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. These questions are good. Are you ready? Are you really ready?
I think I am.
Okay. Rekha.
Yeah.
What would be the worst thing about being stuck in space with me for 3 years?
That all the sauce you'd spill everywhere.
Would you go to space if you had the chance?
I think no.
What one food would you bring to space with you?
Cookies.
What do you always grab at the farmer's market?
Onions.
Who do you want to win this season?
Nick.
Who is your Top Chef nemesis?
Ooh, Angelo Sosa or Mikey.
Who is your favorite guest we've ever had?
Ooh, Mike Chop.
Number 1 person you want to kiss from this season?
Ooh, Jay.
What's your hottest Top Chef take?
Oh, I hate the Pee Wee Herman quick chop fire.
How hot am I?
I ran out of time. You're so hot, Jordan.
I didn't hear the alarm.
No, it just went off right before you asked, and I'm honest, and I keep honest.
Wow. Okay, so you don't get homemade dinner made by me.
That sucks.
I'll never ever cook you anything again.
Wow, that really sucks.
The sound of you typing is so loud tonight for some reason. It sounds like a dog's paws are like.
Now, if I can be candid, Jordan,
Please.
Right up until this live stream, I had a bunch of emails, and there's an entire possibility that I might have forgotten to write you quickfire questions. That might not be true, but it could be true.
Okay, do
if
you want
it
me
were
to
true, would you
vamp?
give the vamp?
Let's say, and that's such a good thing to ask because I've been looking to practice vamping.
Okay, good. Okay, great.
So that is really perfect. I'll discuss some of my own questions. Well, here, look, there's some questions in the chat. Okay. What is the most disgusting food you ever loved? Okay. I would say, Rekha, this is not for you. I know. I get to work. Rekha immediately stopped.
I know. How interesting. Both hands up.
I love a question.
Yeah.
I feel like almost all the foods I like are disgusting.
Yeah.
I would say I like all my food absolutely drenched in sauce. Like you would weep real tears if you saw me eat a salad. What else? What are my other like gross things I like? I don't know. I like when ketchup gets kind of hot. That's pretty good.
Okay, that's interesting. Do people like this sort of kind of me typing and Jordan reading kind of energy?
Yeah, is this fun? Okay, Christine says, when I was a kid, I loved bologna and Miracle Whip sandwiches. Yeah, that's like normal, right?
Maybe, yeah. That sounds
I like Miracle Whip. Miracle Whip is pretty controversial because people are like, it's not mayonnaise or whatever. I'm like, whatever, it doesn't matter if it's not mayonnaise. It still tastes like pretty good. And I've eaten some recently and it does taste pretty good. What else is on here? American cheese on saltine crackers. I think conceptually that's kind of gross, but I like it. Jason, a fundraiser twice a season? Are you trying to break Rekha and I's brains? We can only do so much. We're only so powerful. It's unbelievable. Rekha and I work so much, unfortunately. Like at jobs.
At jobs, at life.
At our friendship. Rekha, at our friendship.
Hello. Okay, I have one more. This is so vulnerable, guys. You must know I'm on the first vacation I've taken in my life.
Rekha's literally never taken a vacation. It's so crazy that she's on vacation. What is the best touristy spot you've ever been to? Like a restaurant or like a location?
Okay, I am ready in case.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I'm going to think on best touristy place, but please clarify if you mean restaurant because I want to answer this question. Okay, but Rekha.
Oh my God, did Jordan hop off the stream? That's so funny. Guys, thank you so much for bearing with everything today. I'm literally so sorry. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you for the congrats on a vacation. It's really taken me a long time to do such a thing. But now I have to vamp, I guess, right? As I was about to oh my God, sorry. This is a tech nightmare. My Zoom paused. Oh my God, I'm literally so sorry. Okay, I'm gonna answer these questions that you guys gave while Jordan hops back on. That's so funny. Okay, great, perfect. So you asked, oh wow, favorite member of the chat. It's all of you guys. You guys know it's all of you. Most disgusting food I've ever loved. This is really, really fucking disgusting. I used to like, I don't know, maybe it's too disgusting. I'll give you my second most disgusting. I used to like dip goldfish, like whole wheat crackers in frosting. It was awesome. Okay. What is the next cue on here? Best touristy spot I've been to. That's a really good one. I honestly, it's so tough because really like hyping up a place really does make it kind of lose its luster if it's not like absolutely perfect. Cheez-Its and yogurt. Oh my gosh. Wow.
It's so funny because Rekha texted me, uh-oh, you hopped off.
No.
As if I didn't realize that my entire computer went black.
I wasn't sure what was going on because mine also, it looked like it froze. So I was like, oh no, is it me? Okay, great.
No, it's me. My computer has been doing this thing where it just like shuts off randomly.
Awesome.
Let me know if you know what that's about in the chat. If we got any real Apple heads that are really good at computers.
We're giving real campfire sleepover vibes here tonight. Okay.
Yeah. Rekha's on vacation. I just ran home from work. We're doing our best.
We're doing our absolute best, and thank you for dealing.
But
Jordan,
fun this is. Okay, yep, I'm ready.
Are you ready for a quick fire? Okay.
Yeah.
You could win a little sweet treat from me.
Yes.
Order it
of chores. Wait, what did I just say?
I think you were trying to say of course, but of chores is what you said.
I was trying to say of my choice, like a sweet treat of my choosing, but I said of chores.
We'll kind of put that in our back pocket, of course. So
yeah, everyone feel free to use of chores, something I just made up, and it's actually really cool and awesome.
Absolutely. So Jordan, do you want to set your own timer for 45 seconds?
Oh yeah, of chores.
Okay. Of course. What is it on Las Culturistas? They say of corks or something.
I don't know.
Sound off in the chat if I'm right.
Okay, 45 seconds. Right, 45 seconds?
Yeah.
I never do the timer, so now I'm like, wait, how long is it? Okay, and then I start it.
Yeah. After I finish question 1.
Okay, great.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Jordan, do you want to go to space?
No.
Okay. Best protein at Chipotle?
The chicken.
Would you rather eat salt or lose bone density?
I would rather lose bone density and get to eat salt.
First time they did this space challenge in season 7 or the second time they did this now?
I guess now.
Your favorite thing about being in space with me would be what?
We could just talk about food forever. I never get bored.
Astronaut ice cream, yes or no?
No.
Your favorite farmer's market?
I like the Burbank one because it's quaint.
How much would you have to be paid to kiss Elon Musk?
Oh my God. No, $0 because I'd put something disgusting in my mouth and then I'd kiss it into his mouth.
Ooh, that's a good answer. I'll give it to you anyway.
Wow. The timer went off, but can I know?
Okay, you had 2 more questions, which were what picture do you hang up in your space station bedroom?
Oh, my cousin hand painted a picture of Angel, my dog.
Okay.
So I would hang that up.
And then how hot am I?
Very hot. You're very hot.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
I can't believe we both failed that.
You know,
we're normally both really good.
We're probably today we're probably just off. We're probably both really good at it otherwise.
We've had a lot going on. So I think normally we're really good. Okay. And I want to circle back and answer Jason's restaurant question.
Yes.
What's a good touristy restaurant I've been to? Joe's Stone Crab in Miami is like a tourist spot, but it is as good to my recollection. I haven't been and I'll go when I go back to Miami next time. But Joe's Stone Crab is really good. Malibu Seafood out here, I guess but that's so hard. It's not a touristy trap, but it's like a place tourists would go, but it's really good. And I think locals go there too. Also, yes, it's very funny because like I didn't want to say that I would put poison in my mouth and then kiss Elon Musk and like do the thing to him where you no longer are here. Do you know what I'm talking about? Because I don't want a clip of me saying anything.
You're right. And that was wrong of me to ask you. I like what you said. I think what you said was nice.
I would do something a
little nasty, like a little bug or something.
I'd put one of Rekha's bananas in my mouth and then kiss Elon Musk.
Wait a minute, then he'd want to marry you
into his mouth.
He'd be obsessed with you. Incredible. Great. So our quick fire today was at the Houston Farmers Market where they got to make their own fajitas.
We love the farmers market.
We get some really awesome product placement for Chipotle again. I think we got some last season. It was really beautiful. It was like,
Rekha, what's your exact order at Chipotle?
Is it the sofritas, the vegan sofritas? Those are really good. I love that in a big wet bowl, to be honest.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay.
I know that's fucked up, but I think it's really good.
Okay.
Yeah. What's your order?
I get,
Honestly, a big wet burrito too. Either.
I get a burrito because you and I both like the soggy burrito bottom.
Yes. Yes.
And I get sofritas with, well, also you didn't tell me all the things inside yours.
That's true. Every single item goes inside.
Okay.
I do mild and medium hot sauces and some guac.
Okay. I do hot salsa, extra corn salsa, cheese and lettuce.
Yeah.
And then medium salsa on the inside. And then I have them rolled it up. And then I get sides of guac.
Yeah.
And 2 sides of sour cream.
Nice.
Because sometimes I feel like the guac and the sour cream just kind of get lost in there, especially if I'm not eating
it. If it's inside, I agree.
Right? Even if I'm like, especially if I'm not eating it immediately.
Yes. Absolutely.
And then I like to put the jalapeno Tabasco that they have.
That's nice. Nice.
And I have it with a Mr. Pibb. And I don't like their tortilla chips.
Oh, I haven't had the tortilla chips in a minute. I'd have to reevaluate.
They're like almost always kind of stale. I don't really think you would like them.
That tracks.
Okay, sorry. I did just want to. I don't know.
I actually love that.
Time to get to kind of know each other. Not for us because we already know each other, but for.
I think the product placement's kind of working because it makes me want a little Chipotle right now.
Should we go?
Oh yeah, influencing. The winner of the Chipotle Fajita Challenge gets $10,000. We get this lovely little joke about Nick being the baker because he makes all the bread, meaning the money. And everybody's making fajitas in like kind of an interesting warehouse situation. A couple people did not finish, which is a bummer, but here is what they made. From Jay, we get gochujang and tomatillo crepes with stir-fried tofu, peppers, onions, and pineapple salsa. This sounds great. I will say almost everyone's tortillas looked like too thick.
Yeah, I think that's like the easiest mistake to do with a homemade tortilla, right?
Yes, I would say, because you're doing it by hand, I get that it's a little irregular, but they kind of looked like thick pancakes or something.
Yeah.
Evelyn made beef fajitas marinated in papalo, lime and fish sauce with poblano, salsa verde, and rambutan pico. This sounds so good.
I love when they use something in pico in place of tomato. I think that's really fun.
I think that's cool. Okay. Damar made seared steak, mango relish, purslane salad, and grated chicharron. Listen, I know Claudette had an issue. She also looked like an entirely different person to me.
Yeah.
Which is just interesting. This sounded great to me.
Yes. And we love purslane on the show. We've talked about it so
extensively. And we know what purslane is.
And we know what purslane is. And it's not
we know
just
what
parsley.
Yeah. We know what parsley is too. We know parsley is something different.
Yeah, we know all about that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Nick made tri-tip, cabbage, and black bean braise, jicama slaw, and lime cilantro cream with corn tortillas. This looked fucking awesome to me. And I feel, Jordan, this was something that appeals to you. He had like 2 giant bowls of sour cream for both the tasters. It was great.
I love that.
Buddha made beef fajitas with corn and avocado crema. Felt good as hell too. And
that looked great.
And then Ashley made chicken fajitas with cheese crust, nopal, and pickled onions. And by the way, Jay and her were the 2 people that didn't totally complete it. This still looked good. Yeah. I like the idea of a cheese crust, maybe not for a fajita challenge where it's not a sealed item.
Yes, that was confusing to me.
Yeah.
That was confusing to me.
Yeah, like I get maybe just doing like crispy cheese bits on top of like whatever your filling is if you want to evoke that kind of vibe.
Or making like strips of that kind of cheese as your filling.
As your tortilla. Oh.
Or as your tortilla. Yeah, anyway, I'm just like, it. Other than it just sitting at the bottom, I don't think that was the move.
Yes, exactly.
But we get the drop that Ashley is in fact gay.
We did get that drop. And if anyone has that time code, you can pop it in.
Pop the time code in so I can watch it over and over again. I love the casual gay drop. You guys know that. I look for it all season. I'm like, when will it come?
Yeah. Incredible. So that was our quick fire. On the bottom was Damar, Ashley, and Jay. Our first time really seeing Damar in the bottom since maybe episode 1. And then on top, it was Evelyn, Buddha, and Nick. And then the bread maker wins again. Nick.
We absolutely love.
We love that. So our little elimination challenge, it's very funny to pretend. It's not that they're pretending, but I'm like, never before have I seen them do the exact same challenge. They did this challenge in season 7 in Top Chef DC, where
they've done every single challenge this season has been.
But this was like word for word. They're like, and did you know there's special rules? It's like, yes, from season 7. I remember. You told me, bitch. I almost thought it was the same video of the people in the space station. Go back to season 7 and watch this challenge. It's very funny. It was the same one.
Yeah, I don't really understand this deal with I'm like, did they fire their like segment producer?
I don't know. And it's
funny, couldn't find one.
Well, I was trying to remember what and the people were asking in the chat how much money Nick has. He won. Yeah, I think it's Amy's right, because he won a group challenge where they won 40K. He just won 10K now, and then he won a couple other times.
Crazy. Good for him.
Good for him. But yeah, I was almost trying to remember. I was like, wait, was this Top Chef Texas season 9 or is it season 7? DC, because season 9 they're in Houston for a little bit, but I'm like, no, it wasn't then. In DC they did something with NASA, I guess. It just simply goofy, just simply strange. That's all I have to say. It's just so we get a little bored. And the prize is, I think, the same exact thing, which is your dish will inspire a dish that goes to space or whatever. In this episode that they get a little tour through a space station model, which was kind of cool. And we do learn a couple extra things, that like, you don't put salt in stuff in space because it exacerbates bone loss. We hear again the reiteration that spice is good, that they don't get texture. And I gotta be honest, all of that space food looked disgusting.
Absolutely.
It looked like trash. When they ate that blueberry cobbler thing that just like floated into their mouths, that I actually decided I don't want to go to space in that moment. I had the option and I had to turn it down.
First of all, let me just say that I would rather die than go to space, right? Like, going to space is my literal worst nightmare. There's nothing out there for me. There's no reason for me to go there. It just doesn't make sense. Do you think that astronauts think they're better than us because they're astronauts?
I do. Like runners, right? Yeah, I do.
Like people who run because they're like
for fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think that they probably think they're better. But I bet I've seen now 2 seasons worth of episodes where they eat dinner with astronauts, and they're not as funny.
Yeah, astronauts are not funny at all. And that's one way Rekha and I are better than them.
Yeah, you can kind of quote us on that for season 19. Astronauts are not funny.
Yeah, astronauts are not as funny as me and Rekha. Specifically, you can quote us on that. Because maybe there is an astronaut that's funny, but yeah. I find it hard to believe that astronaut would be funnier than me and Rekha.
Okay, how comedians will get booked on like cruise ships to be like, you're the comic.
You and I get booked on a space station ship. Wow, can you imagine?
Yeah, and it's like, instead of like this large cruise ship where you can kind of, I guess, separate yourself, you're in a space station just fucking floating around with us. That sounds awful.
That sounds so absolutely horrific.
Yes, it really is funny that like I never think about going to space. It's simply not an option or a career path for me. But hearing about that food is like, that is disgusting. That sounds horrible. Everything in that space station is ugly. The colors are ugly. I don't like, my hair is gonna look like shit. I probably already have thin bones. I don't know. I'm not interested. So you can check. Check
whatever. Leave. I would die in space immediately. Like, I would die. I get such bad motion sickness. I would like throw up and then choke on my own vomit. Like, I am not surviving.
Yes. Also, just like, God, can you imagine? Like, I just feel like socially, I just like wouldn't feel fulfilled. I don't know. Like, maybe I talk to like a cute alien, but
yeah. Well, if I knew we could go to another planet, I could like meet someone new.
Yeah.
then maybe I would be like, okay, but I can't just go be in space with what, like two scientists? No way.
I need like a local to turn me around.
Absolutely.
Like a little alien freak or something.
To show me the best brunch spot in the area.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to eat freaking blueberry blobs in a bag. Show me like, I don't know, like what's your, whatever, crab shack.
Absolutely. Yeah. What's your crab shack?
Awesome. Okay. So that's what this challenge is. Here are some of the dishes we get to see. Bee boo boo bop. We got from Evelyn. Guiso rojo with pork, pumpkin seed rice, and escabeche. This sounds really good.
Delicious. It reminds me that I want to eat escabeche more and that I was like, I should put pumpkin seeds in my rice.
Yes. It looked really good. It seems like she was really thoughtful about like stews as like an avenue for extra texture in what seems like a textureless kind of food situation. Speaking of thoughtful, we get Buddha next, who made a Pavlova 14, like Apollo 13, I guess, which is coconut mousse with a berry compote and a tropical salsa. Now, listen, I don't like white chocolate, but I thought this was so cute and clever. I thought it was really thoughtful to do a meringue, which is, as he says, like a dehydrated thing that might.
So smart. So smart.
It was really smart. Part of me wondered if the goo from inside might fly out. I couldn't get over seeing that blueberry goo floating around. I thought that was crazy.
Okay, I literally don't understand how anything works because they're like, you can't have floating liquid, but then like a bunch of people made soups, and I was like, wait, soup is a liquid? I think
it has to be so thick, and I bet you're eating it kind of like a Go-Gurt, where like, this is what I mean.
I don't want to eat anything like a Go-Gurt, which I think would surprise people because it's essentially sauce in a tube, but something about like
a glurp.
And you're not like breathing in between the bites. I don't like that.
Yeah, you do sort of have to finish it.
That's what it feels like. It feels like in a cartoon when like a cartoon cat takes a whole fish and like gulp. Yeah, that kind of thing.
And that's what
it feels like.
Ashley made marinated tuna and shrimp with sweet potato slaw and served it in the actual like kind of packaging. This looked like a little bit of a bummer to me. It looked like that slaw looked sad. And this is one of those things where I'm like, I applaud her for like really thinking about how it would be eaten. But I bet, the food in space looks ugly as shit. Again, I point out that is what made me, today I decided I don't wish to go to space. It looked really gross. And then, there's scissors on the plate. So that's a bummer.
Yeah, it all just looked... And I was like, okay, it's like what? It's like tuna with slaw on it, like that. Because even if she's like, I'm gonna reinvent tinned fish, I'm like, I don't know if tuna with like slaw on it is reinventing
it's the thing.
Tinned fish. Not in a rude way. I just don't know.
It looked like space age food, which is not, attractive.
Yeah.
Now, the opposite of not attractive, Nick made Mississippi gumbo with collard greens, butter beans, black-eyed peas, chicken, okra, and rice.
I texted my dad and I was like, my dad, who's from Jackson, Mississippi, where Nick is from. And I was like, I'm watching a man from Jackson on Top Chef making a gumbo with black-eyed peas and butter beans. And my dad was like, that sounds insane, but let's try to make it. So I'll keep you updated on that.
As someone that doesn't know shit about gumbo, it's so funny when you're not familiar with something but then you listen to people who are, and they're like, it's actually the craziest thing in the world to me to put beans in a gumbo.
It really is. And I know that seems crazy, but like beans in a gumbo is like, and there's like a lot of different ways to make a gumbo, but beans in a gumbo is kind of, it is really, I know it seems so common because then I think it's like, it's really easy to then just verge on like a bean stew territory and it not really feel like a gumbo anymore.
Totally. Yeah. I mean, it looked great. This was another one that felt really thoughtful for like the way Evelyn's was of like, let's get a stew going. Let's like,
it looked unbelievable.
Put a bunch of really flavorful things in there if I can't add, salt necessarily. Jay made bulgogi with gochujang barley, sesame mushrooms, and carrots. It looked okay. Like
I don't think it did. The meat did not look good.
it looked like a little gray.
Yeah,
You know what this looks like? This looks like when an airplane tries to give you fancy food. And it's like the barley is not cooked, the meat is overcooked or whatever.
And you're like, just give me cheese ravioli or something. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel that way a lot when I'm like eating something on an airplane. They'll be like, oh, it's seared salmon with blah, 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 or whatever. And I'm like, just give me cheese ravioli or like a turkey sandwich. You know what I mean?
Yeah, totally. Damar made chicken gravy with rice and hot pickled peppers. This looked a little sad to me. This looks like what you make in your fridge with like leftover rice, leftover beef, leftover pickles.
Yeah.
Kind of situation.
Absolutely. Which I think can be really good. But yeah, when she was doing the beef, I was just like, I don't think this is it, unfortunately.
Awesome. So those were our elimination dishes. At judges table on top, we have Buddha, Evelyn, and Nick. And the winner was Buddha, which is awesome. Winning for a dessert. It gave
incredible.
It gave me very Avishar space s'mores, sci-fi s'mores vibes or something.
Absolutely.
And then on the bottom, we have Ashley, Jay, and Damar. I was honestly surprised Jay was eliminated.
I was as well. Who did you think?
Ashley.
I think Damar should have maybe been eliminated.
You think?
I think that dish was not only poorly executed, I thought it was poorly conceptualized as well. And I think Ashley was trying to do something cool and just it wasn't perfect. And I think Jay's idea was interesting and different, but execution wasn't great. And I think if you fail on both execution and like
creativity or
concept, creativity, whatever, I think that you maybe should go home, even though I really like Damar.
Yeah. That's true. I think I was just really surprised it was Jay because she won just last week. But that's the Top Chef game. You're in 1 week, you're out the next, you know. You never know.
Yeah.
I thought this episode was totally fine. I love the fajitas challenge, the quick fire challenge, the space challenges, whatever. Again, they did do this before. So do I care so much? It is interesting too, because the prize is a dish inspired by your dish goes to space. So I'm like, how to a T do you have to be on like the salt and the, you know what I mean? If like they're already going to specify it. So that's our episode. I'm pulling for Nick. I want a Nick win, a Nick or an Evelyn or a Buddha. Honestly, I think those are my three favorites.
Yeah, I would also call them as my top three as well. I really do want, it's so hard because I think I really want Nick to win, but I think it would be really cool because Evelyn is from Houston.
Yes.
So it's hard.
It's hard. Yet again, this is hard. Okay, it's hard. Yeah, I would love that. Okay, so we got a couple questions for us sorted. One from Sean, which is to put our money where our mouths are. And if we had to make challenges, what would they be?
For this challenge? We had to make challenges. Reagan, I would slam dunk on this. First of all, I'd make them go out to the ocean if it was, depending on where we were, and they would have to cook a meal on a surfboard in the ocean. Okay.
Oh my God.
That's awesome. Okay. I would have.
Okay. They make Coney Island dogs on the Ferris wheel at Coney Island.
Okay. That's fun too.
Yeah. And they have to do it by the time it completes.
Yes. I think more stuff like that could be really fun. Okay. I feel like you're joking, Rekha, but I do think that's a fun idea.
Okay. Thank you.
What's wrong with that? Do you know what I mean? Like it's fun. Sure. Or I think something where it's like, I would love to see something like, okay, go into this like Jersey Mike's and make something, but you can't make a sandwich.
Yeah, I like that. I think that's really cool.
They kind of did a thing like that with Chipotle, but I think it didn't really make sense. It was pretty limiting.
Yeah.
And I think there are some other, I think
there's like, don't make a taco and then here are all the taco ingredients.
And then, everyone was like, oh, I made a burrito bowl, which was stupid.
Yeah.
But I do think that there could be like better versions of that. I also think Less team challenges.
100%, maybe like 2 per season maximum.
Yeah, I think get a list of food from everyone that like at the beginning when they're doing like the interviews and stuff, of food that they've never tried before, like specific ingredients they've never even had before, and then everyone gets their ingredient, and they have to like cook like let's say like I'm a contestant, I've never eaten escargot before. In that challenge, I get escargot and I have to make a dish that highlights escargot. I think that's fun. I don't think they've ever really done anything like that before.
Cool.
I think there's way more opportunities with movies. We kind of have just like scratched the surface on that.
Yeah.
I think, oh, this is such a good one. Top Chef's going to watch this and take all my ideas for free.
Yes.
I think that they should have to cook at a music festival. Like Lollapalooza or whatever. Yeah. And I think that each chef should be assigned a different band that's performing at the festival. Yeah. And they have to make a dish based off the band. Yeah. So not necessarily like it could be like what the band likes, or it could be just like based off the vibe you get from their music or their style, or whatever. I think that would be fun.
I wonder if they could get the same base ingredient, like a potato, and be assigned different countries. And like cook a potato dish from Nigeria, cook a potato dish
that's fun
from China, cook whatever. So we can see kind of like different preparations of something.
Yeah, I think that's fun. Or like, yeah, like something so simple like cabbage.
Yeah, exactly.
Where it's something like that pretty much almost everywhere uses.
Yeah, they kind of did something like that in season 10 where they had a dumpling challenge. And it was like, these are dumplings from around the world. Here, you're going to get assigned a country and you're going to learn about their dumpling. I thought that was really cool. I like that.
Yeah, I thought that was really fun too.
Yes. Okay, here's another question. Okay, Jason asked, if you had to go to a different exotic location, like mountain climbing or a jungle, what would be the best food?
Wait, explain it to me.
Like the best food. Yeah, maybe clarify a little bit, Jason. Like best food that we would want, like best mountain food, best jungle food. Yeah, give us a little more taste. I got a question about from being from Philly on, I can't say this word, Khmer food. Is that Cambodian food? And I gotta tell you, I might as well not be from Philadelphia. You could probably ask me anything and I don't know anything. And I am sorry for that. And I'll have to apologize for that for the rest of my fucking life. So I'm really sorry, Bono Kazooie, that I've disappointed you. But I can tell you that from now on, I am going to venture into Philadelphia more and eat more food in the city. So that's a promise I'm making specifically to you. What are some other questions? Ooh, Sean asks, if we were judges at the table, how would you rank taste, texture, presentation in a hierarchy? I would rank it
exactly like that.
You
taste,
just
texture,
did it.
Presentation. Yeah, Rekha and I don't care about presentation. I feel like the only thing I would really dock points for in terms of presentation, because I think all food is kind of beautiful, is if it had like a lot of accoutrement that like wasn't edible. That irritates me.
I fucking hate inedible garnishes or garnishes that you're not supposed to eat with the thing.
Because once again, like a cartoon cat, Rekha and I want to take the plate and we want to be like, oh, and just
when Garfield cuts the slice out in the slice, he takes the slice out and that's what he's not eating, and then he eats the rest. That's what
exactly. We're two Garfields, is what we're saying.
So cool. Oh, Bono Kazooie, you're from the main line. That's very cool. Okay. Jason says, this was about making food for space. Imagine a different location and think of the kind of food a chef would make. Okay, so if they weren't making food for space, they had to make food for a jungle or make food for a mountaintop. So, I guess I would need to know the restrictions.
For a mountain, I guess I would make a goat curry, because, mountain goats, that's a thing. And then I think eating a spicy thing in the cold, like a warm, spicy thing, sounds good to me. Okay. And then for the jungle, I would make, I would just use like all of the like produce that does really well in humidity.
Yes, I'm going to make something with plantains in a jungle.
That's what I was thinking too, Rekha. We love plantains.
I love that. Oh, hi, Elaine.
Okay,
Um,
this is good. Wait, there's a couple good ones. Okay. If you were stranded on a distant planet, which biome would you prefer to be in solely based on food sources?
okay.
I guess tropical, right?
I
Because I
think,
like peppers and stuff. So I'm like hot, but once again, only for food, not for heat. I would die. But I like peppers. I like stuff that grows in the heat for the most part, I think.
yeah, when I'm thinking of my favorite cuisines, like Thai food, Indian food, Chinese food, Mexican
Hot.
food, I'm like, each of those is hot.
Yeah. Because even when I think about like Chinese food, like I prefer food from the regions that are like warm
Yeah,
compared
for
to,
sure. For
places
sure.
that are cold.
I agree.
Okay, think of it as a quick fire. Make a dish for a volcano scientist.
Ooh, okay.
Reka, what's
So
yours? I have mine.
how? Oh my God. Okay, you go
M-
first.
Mine is you have to make something that erupts or explodes in some
Okay.
way.
Okay, cool.
And
Here's mine
it's like
then.
your own interpretation.
So then I'll make something that has layers, like volcanic rock. So it's
Whoa.
like maybe some sort of trifle situation if I'm going dessert, or maybe some sort of, I don't know, like a delicious lasagna, like a little.
Garfield back at it again.
Marco's back at it. It's Tuesday, so he's on one.
Yeah, feline groovy, as they
Yeah,
say.
stupid. Incredible. Well, does anyone have any other questions? Thanks for like tuning into this kind of loosey goosey ass episode.
Yeah, loosey goosey, but very fun. Rick and I love to kind of just check in.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, Jordan, okay, how about I ask you like a
Oh
final
yeah, ask
question?
me a question you've always wanted to ask me, but been too shy to ever ask.
Oh my God. Okay. Um, what is the most disgusting chocolate thing you've had?
Like disgusting, like bad, or disgusting in the way
Bad.
that we use it that we like disgusting. Okay.
Bad.
Bad. The most disgusting chocolate thing I've ever had. Wow, it's so hard to think because I can only think of like delicious
I know.
chocolate memories. God, I really truly cannot think of any. All I can think of is a nice memory with my dad. Do you want to hear that?
That I'll take that. Weirdly, that's also okay.
Great. Okay. When I was little, my dad, this fancy restaurant near us used to make this white chocolate mousse dessert.
Mhm.
And we never went to the restaurant because I think it was like, I don't know, like a fancy restaurant. Like, why were we? I was a child and my parents like worked all the time. But my dad would sometimes take me after work. He would pick me up and take me, and we would just get two like white chocolate mousses to go and then like eat them in the car.
That's
And it
nice.
was really delicious. And I can so vividly picture the
Yes.
chocolate mousse, and it tasted really good. And I think that's the only, I don't know if I've ever had a bad memory with chocolate. Not enough, maybe.
Okay, yeah, that might be traumatizing. Yeah.
Not enough chocolate, or like dry chocolate cake.
Yeah, that
When you
sucks.
get chocolate cake that's dry, probably that.
That really sucks to dry chocolate cake for
And I
sure.
disagree with Sean. Chocolate oranges are delicious.
Oh, chocolate and orange is maybe top three flavor combo for me.
So good.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Okay,
yeah,
Reka.
tell me.
What was your ratatouille moment?
Oh my God, I have 1,000 ratatouille
No,
moments.
but what was the first one? What was your first ratatouille moment?
I think when I moved to New York and my roommate was from Hong Kong, her family's from Hong Kong and they owned like a restaurant. So she knew about a lot of different types of food I had never had before. She's the one that introduced me to matcha. And when I had matcha for the first time, I thought my head was going to blow off my neck. I was like,
That's
this is
nice.
the best thing I've ever eaten in my life.
You love matcha.
I love, and I continue to this day. She's my my trash rat. I don't know. She's my grape and cheese in the trash that
I
really
love
just
that.
introed me to a new flavor sensation I'd never had. And I would say my next one came with carrot locks. Carrot locks really
Yeah,
fucking
when
blew my
you
mind.
had carrot locks for the first time, you talked about it
It was like
for so
international.
It was like Rekha was like, have you heard? Have you heard the good
Everyone
news?
opening the shutters. Yeah.
Yeah, she loved it so much. I do distinctly remember that.
It's so good. Oh my God. Do you have a ratatouille moment?
Mine is so disgusting.
Okay.
My uncle, who's like not my real uncle, all my family that I'm like, this is my uncle, this is my aunt, none of them are I'm really related to. Because my parents are big into like chosen family, which I think is nice.
Yeah.
But my uncle Robert owned a like local, like owned like a local Dairy Queen like
Cool.
franchise when I was growing up, and we spent a lot of time there. Like when we would get into Jackson, Mississippi, the first thing we would do would be like go to the Dairy Queen to see Robert, and he always had like fun stuff for me, you know what I mean? He always had like a toy or like something fun, and he would make me like french fries and ice cream, and it was just like always so much fun.
Yeah.
But this one time, I always loved their like flamethrower sauce, which is basically their chipotle mayo. And then one time as a joke, he gave me like an industrial sized restaurant bottle of flamethrower sauce that was like, you know, like a small barrel essentially. And I remember sneaking down in the middle of the night to the fridge at my grandma's house where we were staying and like eating it out of the tub with my hands
That
and
rolls.
being like, I can't believe that something can be so spicy but also so creamy.
That's so funny.
And I was like, this is
Ratatouille.
incredible. And then my mom caught me and was like, you are going to
Jail.
vomit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you absolutely have to stop. But I like still think about that to this day.
Yum. Ah,
So
well, what a glorious little cute episode, guys. Thank you so much for rolling with our little tech changes and our guest changes. So lovely to just have an intimate episode. You know what
yeah,
I
it'll be
mean?
great. And we'll have Justine back on at a later date.
Absolutely. Simply
She's
yeah.
incredible. So it'll be great then too.
Yeah. Wait, weird. Yes.
Wait, it's always great.
Wait, what the hell? Okay, cool.
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And wait, what the hell? I'm getting some. What do you want?
Rekha, that's so funny. Wait, hold on, Rekha. I'm getting a call.
Wait, what the hell? Okay.
Really? Her?
What? Jordan?
Okay.
I'll let them know.
Rekha,
Jordan, you
are top
chef.
chef.
You know, a lot of people don't know this, but there's actually 2 ways you can become top chef.
Yeah, that's so funny. One of them is to be on the reality cooking show Top Chef, and the other is to compete on our show that's not a competition at all for a charity.
And either way, someone will tell you you're top chef.
Yeah, sometimes, most of the time, it's an Indian woman.
It's
and
an Indian
tonight, it's a white lady.
Whee! Awesome, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope you are enjoying season 19 Houston, and we'll be back next week with another episode. So
See you then.
Goodbye.